I scored 1,007 on my exit HESI, and this is how the Lord blessed me to do it. I graduated nursing school since 2024. No, I'm not working as a nurse yet. I'm still preparing for my NCLEX. At first, when I graduated, the school ended up telling us, like, hey, because it was news to me, even the fact that we started taking HESIs, okay? But that's another story for another time. The school told us that in order for us to exit the program, we had to pass with the score of 900. I was really upset about that because it was like, why? Like, why is it so high? Like, why do we even have to take an exit HESI? They're like, well, a lot of people that are graduating, they're not passing the NCLEX because this evaluation test to make sure that you understand the contents before you go take this NCLEX. And guys, please excuse my nails. I'm in the process of getting them done. And it actually took me 3 times for me to actually even be able to pass this test. The first time I took this test, it was in February. After graduating in December 2024, after I began studying for the test around like January, it took me, I'd say the whole month to study because I was really being cautious. I was using Archer. That didn't work because when I went to go take the test, I failed. I got like a 648 on the HESI. And it was really bad because I had really wanted to pass the test. Like, come on now, this is everything we work for and sacrifice for. I was really bummed out about it. My school said, you can't take it right away. The administrator, he said, well, you're going to have to come back in 30 days. Well, okay, bet. 30 days. I'm determined. I'm on fire. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go do this because 2025, I will be a nurse. 2025, I will be a nurse. But let me tell you something. Delay does not mean denied. Just because the enemy will throw obstacles in your way or try to distract you or try to cause setbacks and hindrances in your life, delay does not mean setback. So even in that time period, I was still praising the Lord, still praying, reading my Bible as much as I can, all while studying 8 hours, 6 hours, the minimum like 3 or 1 hour a day, for 4 or 5 days a week. So delay does not mean denied. I waited on the Lord and I continued to work. Then, come March, I go and take the test again. Mind you, the school said it was supposed to be 900. That's the goalpost. That's what you gotta meet in order for them to send your name to the Board of Nursing for you to be able to go be eligible to take your NCLEX and get your license to start working as a nurse. That's what I was doing. The second time I took the test, it was in March. I used different platforms. Archer, UWorld, not good for HESI. I failed miserably. I got like a 773. I was really bummed out. They wouldn't let me take it a third time. Even though like by then I was starting to already like understand the questions more. And remember the concepts. I don't remember each question, but I remember like the context of the questions. My school wouldn't let me take it a third time. They're like, not without you going to remediation. So then they sent me to remediation. And I had to be in remediation for like a month and a half before I was eligible to even retake my exit HESI. And the reason why they call it the exit is because you don't exit the school program until you pass this HESI. That means you're going to keep being enrolled in the school program until you pass this HESI. So the pressure was getting worse. Because now, this is my second time. The school don't want to let me retake it until after I do the remediation. And remediation costs like something $1,000. Thankfully, they were able to add it to my loan. I was able to go to mediation by the grace of God. And after mediation, I started studying. My issue was I wasn't consulting Jesus in the beginning. So then that's what I started to do. I started asking the Lord, what should I be studying? Show me and teach me, Lord, your way. Show me and teach me what to study, how to study, when to study, and where to study. And how to pass the test. Help me to study the right questions that will help me to pass the test. And the other students that ended up passing the test before us, that graduated with us, passed the test, or even that graduated before us, they started sharing what platforms they were using. And if you guys would like to know what platform, if you are in the middle of taking your exit HESI, I can definitely send you the platform. You just got to email me. Of course, I am going to charge a fee because, that knowledge is, I don't know. I got to consult with God first to see how much and if I should even charge a fee, because they didn't charge me a fee to share that information. But, you know, on the internet, you got to be careful with what you share. It wasn't like a cheating website either. I don't cheat. And I didn't. And by the second time, I was really nervous. I failed at 773 because the score was supposed to be 900. But I didn't give up. I went to the mediation. My friend one day called me and she was like, I don't know if you've been inquiring with the Lord on what to use to help you study for this exit HESI, but I saw you in my dream, and I remember in the dream I told you, this is the platform that the questions are similar to the questions. I need to hurry up, guys. The questions and the concepts are similar, but they're not the same. So I began studying that after she shared that dream with me, because that was the confirmation I was looking for. I'm not even gonna lie. And I kept rescheduling. I really did, because I kept pushing back the date, because I would get burnt out from studying because of how much I study. And when I study, I go all in. I neglect everything else, which is a bad habit. But that's just how I am when I'm determined and focused on anything. Finally, in December of 2025, and I retook my exit HESI. And I passed! I passed my exit HESI. I finally passed this test with 1,007. So I just wanted to share this testimony really, 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 really quick with you guys, that anything is possible. The Lord can do anything, and he will show you which path to take. He will show you what to study. You know, just because there's obstacles in the road and hindrances and delays and setbacks, delay does not mean denied. What's yours is yours. If God has called you to a certain career, whether that's to be a lawyer, electrician, engineering, you know, welding, whatever trade, if God has called you to be a nurse, whatever it is, he will supply and he will provide. And if I didn't inquire with the Lord how to study, which my mistake for not, you know, seeking the Lord first, if I didn't inquire with him, I wouldn't have passed that exit HESI, which would have been my third and final time, and they would have dismissed me from that nursing program. I would have to have restarted the nursing program all over again in a different location, a different school. So all the glory really does belong to Jesus. He has done so much for me. He showed me dreams that I would pass. He showed me visions, open visions. He was like, you got this. Like, you don't have to be afraid. Stop rescheduling. Go and take that test, girl. You're called to this field for a reason. Like, right now, I really am just preparing for my NCLEX. So, guys, keep me in your prayers, because that's a whole nother test, a whole different beast, in order for me to get my license to finally start working as a nurse. There's so much processes to this. It was spiritual warfare. I did get witchcraft put on me by family members. That's a whole nother testimony. But now we're just on our way to take that NCLEX. And I just wanted to share the testimony with you guys, to encourage you guys. Thank you guys so much for all the prayers. I'm so grateful for you guys.